This song is based loosely on the life of my great uncle, who was captured at Dunkirk in 1940. So he was already in France when the war broke out with the British Army, and he was captured almost straight away. He was trying to get home and he didn't. So he went into a prisoner of war camp and he didn't come home until 45. And he'd been married about, to my auntie Bet, I don't know, they'd been married a few months, not very long. So they didn't really know each other. And then he comes back 6 years later. She's totally changed, he's totally changed. He's been through stuff that he's never ever going to speak about. And they just quietly got on with their lives. And I think there's something really, I don't know, both sad and inspiring somehow in it. And I've tried to capture it in this song. It's called Making Sense of the War. He came back from the fighting to find he'd won the peace. He got a new house from the council. It had an indoor lavatory. She'd find him in the parlor all hours of the night, still on maneuvers, his dagger at his side. He's making sense of the war. He's making sense of the war. Making sense where there was no sense before. He tendered his allotment. He found a bombed out window frame, built himself a greenhouse and grew tomatoes of a cane. He planted roses in a bucket. He'd bring one home for Lil. She put it in a milk bottle, pride of place on the windowsill. She's making sense of the war, making sense of the war, making sense where there was no sense before. The soap factory would catch upon his breath all that rendered fat, and the tallow smell reminded him of death. And then she'd always find him down by the railway lines, just staring at the wagons, lost in the corner of his mind. But Lil would guide him gently. She'd say, "Come on now, Doug, we'll have none of that. Let's go home. It's quiet there. I'll pop the kettle on." They're making sense of the war, making sense of the war, making sense where there was no sense before. Oh, making sense where there was no sense before. No sense before.